Big up, everyone. Arsenal are in a cup final at last, people. We have got into a Carabao Cup final. We are going to Wembley. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't great, but over two legs, we've got the job done. We've got the job done, and I'm absolutely over the moon. And you know the best part? Chelsea had hope. We kept them in the stadium to the 95th minute. They had hope. They all stayed there in the upper tier and the lower tier, and they were singing their hearts off because they honestly thought they had hope. No one left. If it had been 3-0, 4-0, they'd have left at half time. They'd have gone before the final whistle. But they had to stay there till the bitter end, people. And they had to suffer the pain. They had to suffer the pain of Kai Havertz scoring the winner. And they was all in the stadium, and every single Chelsea fan had to witness it. That was the best bit about the night, people. That was the best bit about the night. One, we're at Wembley. Two, Chelsea fans had hope. They honestly thought they was gonna nick a goal. It got to the 85th minute. All the Chelsea fans were there. Got to the 86th minute. All the Chelsea fans were still in the stadium. Got to the 90th minute. They were still in all the stadium. They were right near me. I could touch them. 91st, still all in the stadium. So they had to endure the pain of the stadium erupting. No one left it. If Chelsea had been losing 2-0, the away end would have been empty. But the fact that they had to stay there and witness it and suffer it made that semi-final all the best and all worth it. Just to see those Chelsea fans suffer. It was great. It was great. However, they still win Champions of Europe. You never seen that. And that still gets me, people. So that's in the future. But right now we're going to enjoy Wembley. We're going to enjoy going to Wembley, a cup final. And getting there is one thing, winning it is another. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy the moment. It's been a long, long time. This won't be a long one, people. I've literally just walked in. On my way home, I done a pre-match, done a post-match with Brother Normski. So make sure you go and sub to him, have a little look at that as well. It's recorded, and I was coming out the station, and I wanted to go live because listen, we're in a final. I'm like a little kid in a sweet shop. I just can't. Oh man. I'll get onto the performances in a minute. I'll get onto what I thought the game was in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that about the Chelsea fans, because you would have done, wouldn't you? You know, if you're 2-0 down in a semi-final, 4-5-2 down on aggregate, you're going home. You're going home to put your feet up, go to bed, look forward to next season. But the fact that they had to stay there and watch it till the 90-odd minute, because they honestly thought that they was going to nick a goal, and they saw Kai Havertz score. It was just heaven. Big up to everyone that's in. Big up Wembley, here we come. Harry Gunn, and big up to you, my friend. Free Gaza Arsenal masterclass. I'll get onto that in a minute, my friend. I wouldn't say it was a masterclass. I'll say it was job well done. And we'll get onto individual performances. You know how our channels work, people. You know, we're real here. We say it as it is. You know, obviously, as you can tell, we're all overjoyed we're at Wembley, but you know, you've still got to talk about how the game went and individual players going forward. Big up, Nicholas. Hope you're fine, my friend. Let's go. Absolutely. Havertz scoring is ironic. Yeah. And they all had to suffer it. All the Chelsea fans had to suffer it. DJB, big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Poetic irony. Yeah. It doesn't come along every often. It doesn't come along all the time. Finally, Arteta has done it right today. Brilliant professional performance. I thought he got the tactics pretty right, actually. You know, we weren't going to go gun-ho and leave ourselves open at the back. There was no need to. You know, we played a lot of controlled football. Some players adapted to it better, some didn't. Um, and Chelsea, it was a cowardly performance. I kept looking at the clock thinking, when's Chelsea going to pull the trigger? When are they actually going to come at us and start really putting us under pressure? And when I waited and waited and waited and waited, and it was, do you know what I mean? It just never came. It just never came. You know, I was waiting for the storm to come over the horizon, and out come the sunshine. It was just crazy. You know, um, Cole Palmer come on. He looks a decent player, Cole Palmer. I've got to admit, he drops into pockets, and you know, he tried to put an effect on the game. If he had started, Chelsea might have had a different attitude. But no, it was kind of, it was a weak performance from Chelsea. Weak performance from Chelsea. I wouldn't say they played badly. They just didn't go for it in my eyes. You know, big up Rich, my friend. Big up DJB in the chat. Not a good performance again, but we finally say yeah, big up, my friend. Big up. Reached the final. We are now going to Wembley. It's about time. It's well overdue, my friend. Well and truly overdue. 100%. 100%. I've got to check that. I just got to check how to get there. It's been so long. I've forgotten how to get there. Chelsea are the finished club. We can enjoy that as well. I wouldn't say they're finished, my friend. I wouldn't say Chelsea are finished. This manager, he's. I don't know what he's trying to do. I can see what he's trying to do. But yeah, you could never say Chelsea are finished. We'll enjoy our moment. We'll enjoy our moment at the moment, my friend. Congrats, DJB. We lost because of our ownership priorities, top four for money over trophies, but resting players for league games. My club's mentality is disgrace, but happy for you. Good bloke. Yeah, Jay, listen, my friend. Chelsea will come again. Chelsea will come again. Listen, you've won everything anyway. You've won everything anyway. Your football club in 20 years have built their history, and they've won a lot of trophies. So listen, don't be too down. It's just the pain of being a football fan, isn't it? We all go through it. Listen, we ain't won nothing yet. We're at Wembley. That's it. We're going through the door. What we're going to come out with? That's the thing. It's all right getting there. You got to go and win it. Because if you don't win it, all this is for nothing. You know that. I know that. Wembley's a dark place when you lose. It's a dark place, and it can have a big effect on players. So let's hope we get the job done. We've still got one more hurdle to jump now. Going to Wembley is not a silverware. Going to Wembley is another football match. Big up Gianni. Make sure you go and sub to Gianni. Big up DJ. We deserve a Wembley day again. Hope all is well, my guy. I'm over the moon, Gianni. I'm over the moon. I've literally just walked through the door, made a cup of tea, sat down, done a pre-match reaction on my way out the station with Normski, on my way home. And listen, mate, I've been 50 years. I've been going to watching this football club home and away. Don't get to many away games as I want to now. There's a few I go to, but not as many as I used to. But obviously, I go to all the home games, go to all the important games. Yeah, it's it's just a great feeling. It's just a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Big up, my friend. Big up. I weren't going to go live. But I had to. I had to go live and share the joy. Our club captain rested for both legs. Is our owners don't care about the League Cup as much as top four. Yeah, we've been through that, my friend. We've been through it. Yeah. You got some tidy players though. Listen, I think if you stick with this manager, because when you think about it, Arteta never had no experience when he joined Arsenal. Didn't have any. At least your manager's managed elsewhere. Our manager hasn't. So I don't know. But you had a good away fans. But I'm going to be a little bit. There's a little bit of banter here. I mean, your away fans were giving it to us all game. And the fact that they had to stay till the last second to witness that, because they had hope. They had hope. And they had to stay in and watch it. If we'd have gone 2-0 up, they'd have all left. The stadium would have been empty in the away end. They wouldn't have been able to have witnessed that. But the fact that they still was in the game at 0-0 and they had to witness that at the end, that's painful, man. That's painful. If that was Arsenal, I'd have rather have been beaten 5-0 than to witness that. Enjoy the moment, beat Sunderland, let Liverpool do us a favour Sunday and enjoy it. Yeah, we're going to, my friend. That was so important we won that game. Harry, it was so important. On to the next one now, bruv. That's it. On to the next one. As soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'll be looking forward to Sunderland and then getting 3 points on Saturday. And as I said, going to Wembley's one thing, winning it is another. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to win. We've got to go and win it at Wembley. Big up DJB. Thanks for going live. Definitely worth it. Yeah. No worries, my friend. Havertz pointed to the Arsenal badge. He showed you lot his Chelsea Champions League tattoo. Oh no, man. I don't like it when ex-players do that. I don't like all that badge pointing and that. I've never been a fan of badge pointing. Postman Pat better win the League Cup and League and Champions League. Yeah. All three would be nice, my friend. All three would be absolutely wonderful. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're well. We will win this cup, DJB. Just a hunch. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Been following them for 55 years. Yeah, you're up there with me then, brother. So I've seen a bit. This started the Graham era. I was too young when we lost to Swindon, but Luton, Birmingham have broken me. Yeah, big up that. They were dark days. They were dark cup finals. That Luton one, that was a killer. That was the Birmingham one as well. I remember it like yesterday. I don't even call for subs Chelsea with that rubbish. Funny way they went about business tonight. Funny way they went about business. But let's get into Arsenal. Let's get into the game. Individual performances. Kepa gives me the collie wobbles, if you like. Makes me nervous. Gabriel Saliba, they'll do what Gabriel and Saliba do every game. Perfect partnership. Got a good understanding. Timber does what Timber does. Proper defender. Hincapié, as I said, Ecuadorian Kolasinac. Not pretty, not a brilliant passer. Clumper, old school defender, does what he needs to do, does it well. Simple as that. Solid back four, not a problem. Midfield, Zubimendi again, quiet, defensively out of position. When he should be one side, he's the other side. Defensively, I keep saying it, I've got my question marks. Got my question marks about him. Yeah, doesn't do it for me defensively. Declan Rice, I thought, was excellent. Again, tried to get on the ball. Weren't brilliant, but our most effective midfield player by a mile. And that ball to Havertz was just exquisite. The ball for Havertz was brilliant. Martinelli, not good enough. Does what Martinelli does, runs around, puts his head down, goes down dark alleys, doesn't really take on his man. Madueke, again, not good enough. Don't know why we bought him. I don't really see Madueke being a big asset to this football club. Got away with it tonight with poor performances because Chelsea weren't brave enough. If we'd have played a team that was really at it tonight and wanted to go for it, and then players don't step up, it's a whole different story. Gyökeres, has he done enough? Not really. 3 touches in the first half. He had 3 touches of the football in the first half. That was it. Eze's frustrating me. I love Eze as a footballer, but he's frustrating me. I wanted him to really pull up some trees tonight and say to Odegaard, sorry, pal, you're not coming back into this team. He didn't do it. He just didn't do it for me. Eze was non-existent. So the final third, the attacking third again, there's still question marks in this attack. There's still question marks in the attack. Yeah, that's all I can say about it, really. The famous four do what the famous four always do. And the famous four are Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Rice. Yeah, they're the top four. They're the top four. The four amigos, the four gems, whatever you want to call them. Without those four in the football team, Arsenal Football Club are looking a very, very different outfit. They are so important to this football club, and possibly David Raya when he's back in goal. But those four players, you know exactly what you're getting week in, week out, week in, week out. They're not the others. You're just getting moments of one game here, one game there, one game here, one game there. If we want to win cups and you want to win trophies, and I keep saying it, 11 players have got to give you 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. If we're going to win trebles, doubles, and all of this, and you're going to rock up at Wembley, because that Wembley Stadium is a different animal cup final day, you need big performances from certain players. You can't keep relying on the same four week in and week out, you know, and that is it. And that is my whole sort of, in a nutshell, roundup of tonight's football. We weren't brilliant. They weren't brilliant. They didn't really hurt us and go for it. We didn't really hurt them and went for it. And the four that I've just mentioned kept it all nice and tight and balanced. The other lot didn't do enough. Gorkrez, Martinelli, Eze, Zubamendi just didn't do enough. Didn't do enough. They didn't have to. Thank God. They didn't have to, because Chelsea didn't really show enough kind of courage, if you like. They was good in possession, Chelsea, and they had nice little 1-2s and, you know, little intricate passes here and there, but they didn't really up the tempo at any time. And I kept looking at the clock going, 75th minute. Come on, they're going to start. You know, here it comes. Buckle up. 80th minute. Come on then. Here it comes. Buckle up. Didn't happen. And all the while, their fans are thinking the same. Come on, this is happening. We're going to nick one here. We're going to take it to extra time. Didn't happen. And then they had to witness Kai Havertz scoring. Broke their hearts. Broke their hearts, people. But it is what it is. That's football. I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Big up to everyone that's in. Make sure you smash a little like on the channel, please. And if you've not subbed, why not? Put a sub on it. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Couldn't wish for a better ending defensive masterclass. Well done, Arteta, tonight to Wembley. Yeah, listen, you give praise where praise is due. The manager got it right tonight. The manager got it right tonight. Let's hope he can get it right going forward. Let's hope he can get it right at Wembley, because it looks like we're going to play, unless Man City have an absolute nightmare, it looks like we're going to have Man City in a Wembley final. Pep in finals is a different animal. Man City in finals are a different animal, especially if they know they've got no chance. If by the time we play them at Wembley and they're looking at it thinking we ain't going to win this Premier League, that could be the one cup that they might go for. So we'll wait and see. As I said, let's enjoy it. Let's all enjoy it. As an Arsenal fan, it's been a long time, so let's all enjoy going to Wembley. Let's all enjoy the fact that we're going on a cup final. But as I said, going forward, looking ahead, if you want to win big trophies and you want to win big cups, and I'm talking big cups, you know, Champions League, Premierships, you've got to have 11 players balling out every game. You can't have individual moments. You can't keep relying on your solid defence and your one player in midfield in Declan Rice turning up every game. You need more than that. You need more than that. So that to me is the only question mark I have. Yeah, and it's not me being negative. It's just me being down the line, truthful. As a fan sitting there watching it, there was too many performances tonight that I was disappointed with. Luckily enough, as I said, Chelsea weren't brave enough and they didn't capitalise on that. We weren't at our best tonight. We were there for the taking. Chelsea's missed an opportunity tonight. If you're a Chelsea fan in the chat, and I've got a couple in the chat, you've missed out. You've missed an opportunity tonight. You could have hurt us tonight, big time. You could have derailed our season massively. You could have put doubts in our heads whether we're good enough to get over the line. You could have had the fan base in meltdown tonight. And you've missed the opportunity. You've missed it. You've missed it. I'm glad you have, but you've missed it. Big up DJB in the chat on the final. Thank you very much. DJB, the game plan from the owners to the manager was to not lose badly. Palmer needs surgery. Oh, right. Okay. I had a feeling why he didn't start. Was not to lose badly. See, I don't understand it. If you're losing anyway, then give it a go. But there must have been a point in the game where the manager's gone, right, let's keep it tight till about the 75th minute. And then let's really throw the kitchen sink out of it. And if we lose 2-0, 3-0, so be it. At least we're giving it a go. But to actually play like that, I don't know what they was hoping for. Was they hoping for a penalty? Was they hoping that Gabriel went down injured? Was they hoping that Arsenal got a red card and we went down to 10 men? I don't quite know what they was hoping for. Because as I said, I was sitting there waiting for the storm. I was zipping up jackets and waiting for the hurricane to hit, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was getting like shorts and t-shirts on and chilling. Chelsea weren't up for it. I think they second guessed everything. Yeah, inexperience again. This is where an inexperienced manager comes in, isn't it? This is where the man's learning his trade. You know, Arteta's still learning his trade, but he is starting to he is a bit of ahead of his kind of game than Rossini is. You know, I'll tell you how Chelsea played. Chelsea kind of played like we did against PSG in the semi-final of the Champions League. That's how we were we were very, very, very kind of lot of possession and stuff like that, but didn't really hurt teams. I think we've ended up with the same Madueke as Chelsea, had no end product. Rich, I didn't want him in the first place, bruv. I didn't want him in the first place. And when he had those 2 good games for us, like when he scored those screamers against Bruges and he had a couple of little moments, everyone was going, oh, yeah, look at Madueke, give him his flowers. No, I didn't want him. And there's still a lot of these Arsenal players I want out the door in the summer, Rich. I don't think Martinelli's good enough. I don't think Trossard's good enough. I don't think Jesus is not going to be good enough. Havertz is another one that I'd cash in on. I know it sounds harsh because we're at Wembley and he's put the winning goal in, but if we are gonna dominate for the next 3-4 seasons, we do have to start looking at the long-term future of this football club. We do have to start looking at the long-term future because, as I said to you before, people, if Chelsea had been up for it tonight and they'd have really turned the tap on full and gone for it, we had a lot of players underperforming tonight. We could have been hurt. I was sitting there thinking, if Chelsea want this, we are there for the taking, because there was 4 or 5 players really that were kind of keeping them at bay and, cancelling them out. And that was Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, Hincapié and Timber. The rest of them, no. Gorkarez, I'm sorry, the jury's still out for me on him. What do you make of Chelsea's corner defence tactics? Was it Marseille in the Champions League that done it to us? It was all right. If we're crowded in the box and we've got all our big men in the box, take some men out the box. Go put some men on the halfway line, so we've got to drop back and mark them. Sensible thing to do, really. It's different. It's different. I mean, it works because we didn't score from a set piece. We didn't have many set pieces tonight, to be honest. We didn't. Look, let's be honest, right? We're over the moon, and I'm buzzing. That's why I've gone live, because I can't sleep. I'm like a kid in the sweet shop, right? But let's be honest. It weren't that good, was it, really? I was in the stadium and it was a poor match. It was poor. You won't see that Newcastle Man City tomorrow. You watch the tempo tomorrow, how different it will be tomorrow. It was poor. It was poor. Both teams really were there for the taking, to be honest with you. You know, a decent team against Chelsea or Arsenal tonight that rocked up and really fancied it and played with high tempo probably could have beaten us, because we weren't really at it, was we? Let's be honest. But we didn't have to be, because Chelsea's game plan was, I don't know. I don't really know. Weird one. It wasn't ours to lose. We kept them out and they had no answer. Exactly. The onus wasn't on us. This is what I can't understand. We're happy to play like that because it wasn't on us. It wasn't down to us to come out and attack. Let's see what you got. I think that's what it was. Come on in, let's see what you got. Come on in, let's see what you got. And they offered nothing. They offered absolutely nothing, people. I want to win more, though, DJB. Yeah, 100%. Jay, it'll happen, man. It'll happen. It'll happen. Big teams don't stay down there for long. Man United are on the way back. Liverpool will be back. Man City will be back. That's why it's imperative Arsenal win trophies this season, because we won't have it all our own way next season. That's why I want to strengthen. I want to be prepared for prepared for what's coming on the horizon. I don't want to stand still. You know, I don't want to sort of like just chill out just because we've won a couple of trophies this season, if we do win us trophies this season, and go, that's it, our job's done. I want to be in a position where I'm going, right, we've won the trophies. What are we going to do now? I know what we're going to do. We're going to strengthen the left-hand side. We're going to get another baller in midfield. We're going to get another baller at right midfield to challenge Saka. We're going to push Timber for his right back spot. We're going to get a quality right back. Let's go again. And I'll tell you what, if a goalkeeper come along better than David Raya, I'd get him as well. What's the point of standing still? What's the point? Be prepared. Be prepared, people. Liverpool are going to do it. Man United are going to do it. Chelsea will do it. City will do it. Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich. If we sit still and think this squad is good enough to retain whatever we've won this season, it could be a huge mistake. Huge mistake. And if we win silverware this season and the manager flops next season, see you later. Ta-da. Ta-da. Almost there, guys. One more step to go. Yep. One more step to go. One more step to go. So the final without Odegaard and Saka playing says it all. Yeah, exactly. Saka will be fit for the final. Guarantee you he starts. And I'll be honest, even a low rate poor Saka is better than Madueke. Half of Saka is better than a pint of Madueke. I'm telling you. I'm having Saka all day long. All day long. 100%. Big up the Binks. Absolute pleasure to meet you tonight, my friend. Absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it, Binks. Big up DJB. Great to see you today. Walked by the AFTV circus at the end. Had the misfortune to see Positive Dan and Stricto together. Yeah, I know. Binks, feel sorry for you. It must have put a cloud on your night, my friend. But I'll tell you what, Binks, it was an absolute pleasure to see you tonight, darling. And yeah, thank you very much. And anyone's welcome. Anyone's welcome. Big up to you, Binks. Gianni, I looked to subs to you, couldn't find you. Guys, if there's a mod in the chat, can you put Gianni's? If there's a mod in the chat, if there's someone in the chat, find Gianni's and put it in the chat, people. Yeah. I Binks, you wait for Friday's show. We'll say to Aaron, you're looking like King Kai Scott. There he is. There's the Lynch man. Big up to you, Lynch. Absolute legend. Come on, you Gunners. Well done, lads. Finals booked. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it, people. After the Havertz goal, like a fire drill in the away end. Binks, I'll tell you what. I said as soon as I went live, I said one of the biggest joys of tonight was the Chelsea fans had to stay until the end to watch it. Because if we'd have been 2-0 up, 3-0 up, they'd have gone home. There'd have been no away fans. It would have been all Arsenal fans jumping up and down, singing and dancing. But the fact that they still had that little bit of hope to take it into extra time, and they had to stay and witness it, and not only witness us winning, but Kai Havertz scoring. Painful. Painful. Poor game, and Chelsea offered nothing. It was a poor game, let's be honest. For a neutral, it must have been boring to watch. Mate, I was pulling my hair out watching the slow, boring play. I can't hack it, DJB. Get him out after this season. Yeah, listen, that's how it's been. Let's be real. Let's be real. On the whole, it's been Arteta ball. That's been Arteta's ball, isn't it? That's how it's been. That's how it was last season. That's how it's been. But listen, as I said to you before, if it gets me success this season, I'll suffer it. But if we've not improved next season, and we've not improved the players on the pitch, because I think they need improving. I've said it all along. I think this squad is probably overrated. I'm not seeing enough of individuals to convince me that they're good enough. I'm still not seeing enough of Gorkarez. I'm not seeing enough of Eze. Madueke, for me, is not an Arsenal player. Martinelli's dropped off. He's not really an Arsenal player for 90 minutes. Trossard's had his little day in the sun, but after Christmas, he's dropped off. Jesus has had his day. Havertz has had his day. Listen, I'm happy that we are in a position we're in. But come next season, right, we've won this, and this. I now want to retain it. I don't want to be a flash in the pan. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. I want to move on. I want to strengthen. I want players to be challenged for every single position. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet the Binks. To be honest, DJB, I don't care who's manager, what plays. We got ownership out when we can reset and get back to what we were. Trouble is, what ownership would you have come in? This is the problem. This is the problem. You know, the problem is you've spent a lot of money. I mean, millions and millions of pounds. I know we've spent a lot of money, but geez, Chelsea have spent fortunes. You know, there comes a stage where you need a bit of stability. You have to. We purposely made it stinky, old school stinky as well. Go on and win it now. Yeah, Lynch, listen, the onus weren't on us. It wasn't on us to make it exciting. I agree. I do agree with that. It wasn't us to make it exciting. The onus was on Chelsea. And as I said during the stream, I was waiting for it, Lynch. I was all prepared for it. I looked up at the clock, 70th minute. I thought, here it comes. Chelsea's wave is going to hit us. 75th minute, didn't happen. 80th minute, didn't happen. 90th minute, didn't happen. And I'm thinking, it ain't going to happen. We're going to win. We're going to go through 0-0. And then Rice gets free. Beautiful cross ball. Hits Havertz to perfect ball. takes it in his stride, takes it round the goalkeeper. And I'm thinking, please don't mess up now. Don't put it wide or do something madness. And he puts it in, and the rest is history, Lynch. So happy days, job done, job done. I'm just a bit concerned about individual performances, because even though you're going to do a job and you're going to keep it tidy, at least when you are in opportunities that we were in, do your job properly. And there was players that disappointed me tonight, but it is what it is. What was it like over there, DJB? It was a bit timid. I think because it was the Carabao Cup. It's still that kind of bogey cup, isn't it? It's still that cup where fans go there and it's not really kind of their main cup of tea, if you like. It is to us, and it was a bit quiet for the home fans, to be honest. Obviously, it was buzzing at the end, but it was very, very quiet for home fans. There wasn't really a lot singing. The atmosphere was a bit subdued, if you know. It was only the away fans that were creating all the noise, if I'm going to be honest with you. Arteta is a coward. If he was against anyone with decent firepower, we would have lost. And so, yeah. It was one of them. It was one of them. I mean, I didn't want him to go gun ho and leave loads of spaces for Chelsea to come and attack and score goals. I weren't expecting that. But when we did get in positions, I wanted to hurt them, and we didn't. We didn't really hurt them at all, to be honest. Big up all the Gooners. We're going to Wembley. Come on. We're going. Our director said, and I quote, "We want to create profitable, sustainable business, which means more than winning on the pitch." If that's what he said, brother, then that's bad news. You need to go down the West Ham route, turn on the owners, because that's damaging. That is absolutely damaging, 100%. How can you win with owners like that? You ain't going to, bruv. If that's true, and I'm not. Listen, I'm no Chelsea fan, so I don't know if that's what they've come out with. If my owners come out with that, I'd be absolutely livid. Incape solid. He is solid. He's the Kolasinac, isn't he? Ecuadorian Kolasinac. Yeah. He ain't really got a lot of technical ability. You're not going to get wonderful dribbling, brilliant passing from him. But he does what he does what it says on the tin. You know? He does what he says on the tin. I'm not knocking him. If he does his job, tackles, breaks up play, he's in the right position, knocks it out for a throw-in, knocks it out for a corner, snuffs out danger, I'm all for it. I like my defenders to be defenders. I don't want my defenders thinking they're messy. If it needs heading, head it. If it needs tackling, tackle it. If it needs clearing, clear it. No nonsense. I love no nonsense defending. I'm old school. That's what you're there for. You're there to defend. That's why Zubimendi frustrates me, because he can't defend. He cannot defend. His positioning skills is awful. He don't know whether to run with the runner. He don't know whether to stand still. He don't know whether to tackle. When he's got the ball in space and he's going forward doing his attacking duties, he's effective. But defensively, he's vulnerable. And that's a worry for me. Arteta will play like this in the final and get found out. I think both teams will play like it. I think City will as well. I said on Normski, bless up Normski, make sure you go and follow Normski TV. I said on Normski, he asked me a question, what do you think the final will be like if we get City? And I said it'll be very similar to what we saw tonight. I think two teams will show too much respect. I think one team and the other team will be frightened to actually go for it and bomb forward. And I think it might be a little bit of a dull final, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think there'll be a lot of cancelling out. One goal will probably win it. Big up, everyone. 53 in, and it's 1:15 in the morning. And big up to every single one of you. Make sure that you smash your like and make sure that you're subbing to the channel as well. That will help us out. Papa DJB just dropped by. A big up to you, my friend. Always a pleasure to drop by, my friend. Madwake's rubbish. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's poor. Subamendi needs to learn how to pass forward. Just keeps going backwards and sideways. Exactly. I thought he was going to be a line breaker, and do you know what I mean? I thought he was going to be this baller in midfield that gets the ball, drives forward, breaks lines, 30, 20, Paul Scholes kind of player. But I don't see it. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Listen, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Eze poor, Odegaard poor. When do you start looking at the manager thing? I said we haven't got a number 10 at the moment. Said it weeks ago. Arsenal Football Club haven't got a number 10. We haven't got a number 10. There's no Paul Merson at this football club right now. There's no Alexis. There's no Paul Merson. There's no baller in a number 10. We haven't got one. I thought Eze was going to bring that. He hasn't. I thought Odegaard was going to be it this season. He isn't. So we're just sort of going through the motions. And this is what I'm trying to say. You're not going to win major trophies, and you're not going to sustain. You're not going to be able to retain major trophies if you've got key areas around the pitch that are not performing, that are weak. You need a solid number 10. You need a solid left midfield player. You need an absolute baller in midfield, and you need a proper striker. If you haven't got them, you might get over the line within one season. You might nick the odd trophy one season, but it ain't going to get you. It's not sustainable. So that's why I'm saying we need to strengthen in the summer. And it sounds crazy because we've spent £1 billion, but if you win trophies and you're going into games as champions, people are going to want a piece of you, and you've got to step up because the other teams are not going to stand still. Thought Rice and Incape were good. Yeah, Rice was brilliant. At Binks, I thought Madwake and Trossard would have. Yeah. Joseph, Connor, my friend, big up to you. Martinelli was poor and all. Martinelli's not it. I'll tell you how bad Madwake was, right? Martinelli was having a stinker. He kept Martinelli on. Put Martinelli on the right, took Madwake off, and put Trossard on the left. That tells you all you need to know how Madwake was playing. Martinelli should have been bought off. There's one for you, people. Wouldn't this game would have been ideal for Ethan Nwaneri tonight? You've just seen Martinelli and Madwake play like that, and Eze. And we've got a player in Marseille absolutely balling out. I've said it all along. Ethan Smith-Rowe would have had a field day tonight, and we haven't got him. He's on loan. Make it make sense. This system is not designed for attacking play. It's not. And it hasn't been for seasons now. It hasn't been for seasons. The thing is, it will be forgiven if we win trophies. That's the problem. The way we play will be forgiven if we win trophies. It won't be sustainable, though. It won't be sustainable. Did you want Eze to run right today, DJB? I did. I wanted him to be free. I wanted him to get on the ball. I wanted him to drop. I wanted him to, when he got the ball, run forward, open the game up, have a shot, buzz around. I didn't want him to go stupid and madness, but I just wanted him to be effective when he had the opportunity, and he wasn't. But again, is that down to the manager? Get the ball, knock it safe. Get the ball, knock it safe. I don't know. Big up, Suge. Big up, my friend. I hope all is well, brother. Nice to see you back on the circuit, my friend. Hope everyone's well. Big up, DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. There you go. Suge, absolute legend, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. The Suge, man. Big up the Suge. Big up, Joseph. Big up every single one of you. I was saying to Binks tonight, absolute brilliant community we have. Absolute brilliant community. And respect to every single one of you people. And if you've just joined me, respect to you as well. And if you've just joined the community, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 and a big Wembley welcome. Big up DJB in the chat. Wembley, Wembley. Come on, you Gunners. Come on. Let's have it. Come on. Come on. Happy with tonight's Suge final? Yeah, of course. Listen, you can't not be happy. I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Binks, Joseph Connor Golden, not the best match. More about defence, but Chelsea didn't bring their game. No. Dull, if you ask me. Yeah, it was Binks. It was Binks. It weren't a game for the neutral, was it? We need to play to win the final. Different story. Yeah. 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 If you play like that in a Champions League final, or if you need 3 points to win the Premiership and you play like that, see, these are the questions you've got to ask. We didn't have to play spectacular tonight. We were there for the taking. If you're a Chelsea fan, you've got to be absolutely livid and gutted. Not only because you had to stay to the end because you still had hope to watch Havertz score, but the fact of the matter is we were there for the taking tonight because we weren't brilliant. We weren't at our best tonight at all. We really wasn't. And that's 3 home games now that we've not really played well. Liverpool, Manchester United, and tonight. You know? So I think it's a missed opportunity for Chelsea. And I'm glad it is. Glad it is. To be fair, Eze has not had lots of game time like Gok, for example, doesn't help. Nah, Rob, listen, I'm with you, brother. Gorkarez ain't been brilliant, but he's been given a lot of game time. You know? I think Eze's short on confidence. Man scores a hat-trick against Tottenham and then he gets dropped for 4 games. So it's going to have an effect on you, isn't it? Morning, the Suge. Arteta, even though Eze has been poor, I just don't see why he decides to play super negative like we don't need to be when we can take risks too and kill games off. Yeah, it was one of them tonight. It was one of them tonight. I do understand tonight. If he'd have gone gun-ho for 70 minutes, 60 minutes, Chelsea might have nicked a couple of goals. We might have left gaps on the back. We might have been caught on the counter-attack. Yeah? It wasn't up to us to go gun-ho tonight. It was up to Chelsea. It wasn't up to us. So we only done what we had to do. My biggest problem tonight was when we did have the opportunity, we weren't effective with it. And that was my problem tonight. When we did get in positions where we could have hurt Chelsea, we didn't capitalise. Man like Eze, Martinelli, Gorkarez, Zubamendi, we got in some great positions where we could have gone on and really killed the game off, and we didn't. We weren't brave enough in certain situations. That was my only disappointment tonight. Joseph, it's the final. We move. Absolutely. Who would you prefer, City or Newcastle? Manchester City. Manchester City. Let's go against Pep. Man City. I think Newcastle. We don't like playing Newcastle. We know what to expect with Man City. We play very similar to Man City. We possession based, pressing, positional based, sideways, slow tempo. Man City play like that. Newcastle play in fits and starts, You know, they can speed it up, slow it down. You don't quite know what you're getting with Newcastle. You can have a Newcastle that look like prime Barcelona, or you can get a Newcastle that look like prime Barnet. You just don't know. And I don't think Arsenal cope with teams that are kind of, they're unsure about, you know. So for me, Man City, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Eze popped up for Palace in the final. Let's hope he does it. I don't think he'll start in the final. He's got to improve to start in the final. You know, will he stick with Kepa in the final? He's stuck with Kepa all the way through. Does he stick with Kepa in the final? Or does he play Raya? Do you know what I mean? He made me a bit nervous tonight. Stop it with Eze hate. No, it's not a Eze hate. Listen, it's not a Eze hate. He hasn't been playing enough. Any top player can lose form. Listen, DG, I don't think I've said that I hate Eze. I don't think that I've disrespected Eze. I'm just being a football critic on Eze. I'm just saying that he hasn't done enough, and I want him to do enough. I want him to be a brilliant 10. I love Eze. I've always been a fan of Eze. I wanted Eze 2-3 years ago at the club. I wanted Arsenal to go and swoop and get Elise and Eze in at the same time. Listen, I'm one of Eze's biggest fans, 100%. I want Eze to be the next Alexis Sanchez at the football club, Paul Merson, David Rocastle, them men, you know. I want him to be a poor man's Bergkamp because let's be honest, he ain't going to be like Dennis Bergkamp. But they're the levels I want Eze to reach, because I don't want Odegaard over Eze. I want Eze to be first choice. I'm as disappointed as what you are that he's not actually hit the heights that we want him to hit. You know, and I've been blaming the manager, not the player. So I've got nothing against Eze at all, my friend. Nothing at all. I want the best for him. You know, I'm really frustrated, but you just got to be honest. You know, by throwing a blanket over your face, you're going to suffocate. You're not going to like see the light, are you? You got to be honest. He hasn't really, the opportunities he's had, he's not done it consistently. So, you know, it's unfortunate. But no, bruv, I'll listen. There's no hate here for Eze. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I hate Teta's tactics. Listen, if it wins us trophies this season, he might get a pass. But I definitely don't want this going forward. Let's hope the Toon do a job. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm Newcastle would worry me. Newcastle would worry me. Big up to the Prime. Gifted 10 memberships. Absolute legend, Prime. Big up to you, my friend. If you've got a membership, big up to the Prime. Big up to the Prime. 100%. Real one. Thank you, Prime. Thank you, brother. You cheered me night up even more. Thank you very much. And Suge and everyone else as well. Big up to every single one of you. Medrake is rubbish, sir. Yeah, he is, unfortunately. He is. He's not the player, is he? We haven't been this close to a double in decades. Oh, Lynch, man, if we can get a double. If we can get a double, my friend. Unbelievable. They had one shot on target. I know, Darren. I know. It was a strange one, Darren. It was a strange one, brother. I was, as I said, you know, it was like, do you remember when you was at school and it was the 6 weeks holiday? And you're waiting for that bell to go on the final day of term because you know you're off for 6 weeks. And you're waiting and you're getting it, you know, you're thinking, here we go, come on in, and you're looking at the clock and it's like 2 o'clock, 2:15. That was me tonight. I'm thinking 70th minute, come on, Chelsea, let's see what you got. Come on. 75th minute, 80th minute, didn't happen. And in the end, It never happened. I was disappointed with them. I think they lacked ambition tonight, to be honest. I think they lacked a little bit. They didn't get bodies forward quicker enough. The tempo was slow. You know, they played in front of us. They didn't try and turn us. They didn't try and get in behind us. Yeah, I thought it was kind of tepid from Chelsea. I'm glad, but I thought, yeah. And thank God it wasn't, because as I said, there was a lot of our players that weren't performing tonight. We were there for the taking. From what I saw, there was some very below average performances from Arsenal tonight. If you were losing, yes, why not go down fighting and attacking? Exactly. It was comfortable for Arsenal tonight. It was. We haven't been this close for double in ages. Big up Lynch. For example, mate, 84th minute, Ashburn came on for Gusto, right back for right back. When two strikers were on the bench, he wanted to nick a goal and rely. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what he was relying on. I think midfield with Rice, Subamendi, Havertz, Saturday, personally. I don't think we've got options, have we? I'll tell you what, Sunderland will offer more Saturday than Chelsea did tonight. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. Sunderland will come to the Emirates and will probably show more ambition than Chelsea tonight. Joseph, Odegaard is behind Marino, and that says something. Yeah. Suj, I'll tell you what, as I said to you before, as I said to the chat earlier, anyone that thinks Madueke is an Arsenal football player, think again. Because Martinelli is poor, and he was dropping a stinker tonight. He put Martinelli on the right and brought Trossard on the left. That's all you need to know about Madueke. He would have rather a poor Martinelli on the right and take Madueke off. That's how bad Madueke was. That's running my G. Big up, my friend. Level-headed. Rashid's in the building. Make sure you go and follow Rashid. I'm going to try and jump on his stream tomorrow. We've got fans first tomorrow. Me, Lee, Northside. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping just before the mingle, I can give him some time, give him some love. Big up to you, Rashid. Big up, my friend. We're going to Wembley. Come on. Yeah, managers learning on the job. It's a worry when managers learn on the job, my friend. Lads, I can be the only one sitting there getting angry watching how we play. I really don't enjoy it. But if it brings us a trophy, fair play. This is what I'm saying. I think the problem is the way we play, it will be forgiven this season because we're starved of trophies. Yeah. We've lost a lot of weight over the years with Arsenal. Yeah. I've lost hair. I've gone grey. You know. I've had, you know, everything. I've gone through every single emotion possible. I just want silverware. And I'll worry about how we're playing after. But what I do know, and what I've always stuck with, and what you chat know me for, is that long term, I want the squad improved. I think players are past their sell-by date. There's players at the football club that are not good enough to play for Arsenal. And I think eventually the manager has got to go. I don't think the manager will be able to sustain all this talk about, he's going to be around for years and years to come and we're going to be a force for the next 4 or 5 years. No, we won't. But we'll enjoy it at the moment. We're at a final. But as I said to you before, at the moment I'm buzzing. Today's another day when I've had some sleep and I wake up and I go and do my work, I'll be looking forward to Saturday against Sunderland, 3 points. And then when Wembley comes around, I want to win it. And if we don't win it, then tonight's all for nothing. It's just been a day out. That's it. I don't want just a day out. I don't want to go to Wembley just for a day out to say that I've been to Wembley and enjoyed it. I want it memorable. I want to win the cup. I don't want the feeling that I had against Luton and all of these teams. Go and win the cup. I want a Steve Morrow sensation. I wouldn't quite say it was a masterclass. I wouldn't say it was a masterclass because we'd have gone and won it 2 or 3-0. I'd say it was job done. Eze was very disappointing. Darren, I know, bruv. I know. And it's sad. It saddens me to see Eze like it because I know Eze's a good player. He's a good player. Let's be fair. He walks into most teams. I just don't know what it is with Arsenal that we've got this kind of habit of killing good players. You know? I don't know what it is. Ethan should be playing for us. Yeah, exactly. Ethan would have had a field day tonight, brother. This would have been Ethan's cup of tea tonight, all over it. Ethan would have been all over it tonight. He'd have banged one into tonight, 100%. They say this boxing after the fighters have had many bouts that they're learning on the job. Laugh at that bullshit. You get 100k only for winning this cup. You think Chelsea shambolic owners care? They only care about top 4, hence why Reece James was rested. Yeah, listen, my friend. I know this cup means a lot to Chelsea fans. Chelsea like winning cups. Let's be honest. Your recent history is winning cups. All right? Remember, you built your history in the last 20 years. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, you were just Chelsea. Odd cup run, mid-table. Yeah? I went Stamford Bridge once and John Terry was shaking buckets outside Stamford Bridge. Save our football club. And everyone was putting money in a bucket. And then Abramovich came along and Chelsea was born. That was it. So I know recent history, you fans love winning silverware. And the owners have not tapped into that yet. They don't get it. Chelsea has unfortunately become a business. Like most clubs have become a business. But, you know, I hope not, because that'd be sad for football and that'd be sad for Chelsea Football Club. Because as much as your fans were giving it to us tonight, the fact that you had to stay there because you still had hope that you was going to equalise and send it into extra time, and you had to stay to the bitter end to watch Havertz score, was painful, man. It was painful. My joy, your pain. Arteta only made 2 subs tonight, so he's resting players. Maybe he's starting to learn. Didn't have to go overboard, did he? I was surprised with the lineup, to be honest. I thought Norgard. What was the point of buying Norgard? I don't understand the point of buying Norgard. I was surprised that Rice and Zubimendi, I was surprised he went, listen, I'm glad he did. But do you know what? I'm going to call it here. If Norgard had played instead of Zubimendi, we'd still be going to Wembley. If Norgard had played instead of Rice, Chelsea would be going to Wembley. So the key sentence there is We can't perform levels without Declan Rice on a consistent basis. You can play Rice and Zubamendi and go to Wembley. You can play Rice and Norgard and go to Wembley. What you can't do is play Norgard and Zubamendi and go to Wembley, because it wouldn't have happened. And people want to tell me Zubamendi's world class. If he's world class, then you can play Norgard alongside him. That's the difference. Listen, he bottled it, didn't he? Pure and simple. Pure and simple. I understand what he's saying in the press there. Early on, you don't want to go gun-ho. But when you're getting to about the 70th minute, 20 minutes to go, you're going out the competition anyway, just go for it. That's what I wanted against PSG. Never won the Champions League. You're going out the competition, go for it. Change it up. Do something. If you lose 2-0 after 70 minutes, who cares? You've given it a go. If you're 2-0 down after 30 minutes, then you've got it wrong. But if you're 2-0 down after 75 minutes, who cares? You was going out anyway. It's batshit. It's bat crap, isn't it? It's crazy. These managers, man, they don't understand us fans, do they? Let's be honest. They really don't understand our fans. Martinelli bottled the first time shot in the first half, chose to cut it back, the spin, fluffed his lines. He's terrible, Darren. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He might give you moments off the bench. He might give you a little moment in time. But 90 minutes is crap. I'm sorry. I'm with Kenny Ken. He's honest. He hasn't done it for 2 seasons now, consistently. The key word is consistent. And he hasn't done it. Big up DJB. Was sitting still recovering from PTSD FA Cup comeback when he was, oh, exactly. Odegaard, right one. First one to go in the summer. Listen, if someone's coming in for 50, 60 million for Odegaard, I'm biting their hand off. I'm telling you that now. 35 mil for Trossard, biting their hand off. 40 mil for Martinelli, biting their hand off. Big time. 30 mil for Jesus, get rid. 100%. 100%. DJB Huddle, in the past, we would have lost that game. Arteta and co got that control of the match right tonight. Yeah, I'll give you that. In the past, we might have lost that game. Totally get it. Totally get it. Listen, we done the job in the first leg, though, didn't we? We done the job in the first leg. Could have been a lot better in the first leg. We could have won 4-2 or 4-1, and we should have done. But yeah, listen, give credit where credit's due. It was a controlled performance. All I'm saying is when we did have the opportunity, in certain times of the game tonight, we didn't make the most of it. Because there was too many players underperforming. So when we could have hurt him, when we did have the opportunity to hurt him in certain moments in tonight's game, we didn't take that opportunity. You know? And that's not Arteta's fault. That is literally down to individuals. Because we had opportunities, they just didn't take it. Arsenal would have picked Chelsea off if Chelsea went for it. Yeah, possibly. Possibly, Mafia. But there was too many key players tonight not performing. And that was a worry. If Chelsea had scored, I would have been very concerned. Because when you look at key players like Eze, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Zubamendi, you go a goal down and they're giving you 5 out of 10 performances, you're going to start worrying. Give Gok service and he'll do the business. Doesn't help Teta tactics. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Listen, I'm sitting on the fence with Gyökeres. I'm sitting on the fence. I'll judge him at the end of the season. Yeah. I'll judge him at the end of the season. At the moment, at the moment, he's not firing on all cylinders for me. He don't look like an Arsenal striker to me. You know, he's like that old car that you've kept in the family for years and years and years and years. You know, it might be able to get you down the shops, but it ain't going to get you down. It's not going to get you on a long journey. That's how I am with Gorka at the moment. I'm keeping him local at the moment, my friend. How many goals has Gaik scored now? 7, 8. What he ain't scoring is what was predicted at the start of the season by a lot of Arsenal fans: 25 and 30 goals. He ain't getting anywhere near that. Sorry, DJB, but Gorka ran his socks off tonight in the first half. Yeah, he runs his socks off. He does run his socks off. Yeah, I'll give you that. There's nothing, his passion, his endeavour, he does run his socks off. 100%. I'll give you that. You know, he had 3 touches of the football in the first half. 3 touches, 47 minutes of football, and he had 3 touches. It's not his fault. That tells you how badly we were playing it in the final third. This is what I was trying to say. If Chelsea had gone 1 up tonight, if they'd have been brave and gone for it and gone in at 1-0 at half time, we would have all been very, very nervous, because individual performances in the attacking third was not very good. Yeah, let's be real. Let's be real. And then we'd be looking at Gorka to get us out of jail. Then we'd have been looking at the Martinellis. We'd have been looking at the Zubamendi's. We'd have been looking at the Ezes. If we'd have gone 1-0 down at half time, we'd be sitting there at half time thinking, right, hang on a minute, I'm a bit worried here. I've not seen enough in the first half from these players to get us out of trouble here. We're 1 down. They need to pull their socks up. Luckily, it didn't come to that, because we had the famous 4 taking care of things. It was a poor game, let's be honest. It weren't. If you was a neutral, if you was a Man United fan or someone sitting there, I'll tell you one thing, right? If you're a City or Newcastle fan and you'd have watched that game tonight, would you be worried? Getting us in the final. Yeah. Jay, don't panic, man. Chelsea will be back. Don't you worry. I think Chelsea tired were too good. Chelsea offered little. They did. It was a bad game, DJB. I was hoping we could get a win and not progress as a 0-0, which would have been an anticlimax, but 1-0 made it more celebration. Darren, the biggest celebration for me tonight, apart from getting to Wembley, was that the Chelsea fans all had to stay in the stadium and witnessed it. If we'd have been 2-0 up at half time, they'd have emptied. It would have been gone. There'd have been a fire exit going on in the away end. They'd have gone home. But the fact that they still had hope till the very last minute, and they had to stay in the stadium and witness that 1-0 and Kai Havertz scoring, made it all worthwhile. Big up, man, like Dance. I hope you're well, brother. Big up to you, my friend. It's chess, not checkers. Good day to you, my friend. Good day to you. Welcome, everyone. DJB, it was poor because Chelsea was shit, so Arsenal didn't have to. No, we didn't really have to get out of first gear. I said that earlier in the stream. We didn't have to do a lot. We done it in the first leg. We earned the right to play like we did tonight. We earned that right. And we done what we had to do. Yeah, man like Carl Walsh. Big up, Carl. Carl Walsh gunner. It was a comfortable tonight. Chelsea offered nothing. It's 33 years since since I saw Merson and Morrow win us the Coca-Cola Cup. I'm delighted to now, so let's win it. Cole, I'm absolutely over the moon. Why do you think I've gone live? This weren't scheduled. I didn't even do an intro. I just went live. I didn't know who was going to join me. I thought I'd only get about 5 or 10 people in. Ain't been advertised, hasn't been on YouTube. I came in like a kid on the street. I am buzzing. I'm thinking to myself, I can't go to bed now. I won't be able to sleep. I've got to talk to the community. I'm absolutely buzzing. Didn't get in till midnight. Done Nautsky on the way home. Do you know what I mean? Done a Nautsky thing on the way home. He'd done a match reaction with Nautsky. In I came, went live. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm over the moon. Delighted. Big up the players, big up Arteta. Magic. But it weren't a pretty watch. Didn't have to be. There was individual performances that I was pleased with. There was individual performances I wasn't so pleased with. But hey, listen. Those individual performances that didn't perform tonight, you better perform for the rest of the season. That's all I'm saying. Because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. DJ, Liverpool went 26 years no Prem. You lot are 22 at the moment. We ain't had a title in England for 8 years now. I can't see it changing for a very long time. 22 years. I know it's painful, man. It's painful. I don't care now. I just want to win that Premier League now. I want to win the Champions League. Because the Chelsea fans were still lording it over us, like all the fans do that have won European Cups. I need to win the Champions League. Get Baleba or Anderson. Yeah, we're going to need to strengthen in the summer. We're going to need to strengthen in the summer. Listen, us fans are spoilt brats. We want more. We're like spoilt little kids. We want more. We don't want to stop at the Martinellis and all of that. Yeah? We want absolute world-class players at our football club. And then we moan at the owners. So, listen. Win silverware this season. Go and strengthen your team next season. Get rid of some of the dead wood. Cash in on some of the players if given the opportunity. Go and improve. That's not me being negative. That's just me being a passionate Arsenal fan that wants bigger things. Nothing wrong with that, is there? If there is, then you'll sit in the slow lane. Yeah? I want to be driving Aston Martins. Do you know what I mean? If you don't, get a moped, sit in the slow lane. Timber, Saliba, Gabby, Rice are so difficult. Lynch, famous for, man. Famous for. Without those 4 players at this football club, we are looking bang average. Bang average. We ain't winning anything without them 4 players at this football club. Let's be real. Let's just say it as it is, right? You take those 4 players out of Arsenal, we ain't winning anything. And yet we've got the best squad in Europe and we've got squad depth. And I've been saying it from day one. We've got a good squad if everyone's on it and we've got a fully fit 11. But if you take 4 key players out of this team, we look bang average. There's no real replacement for Timber. There's no real replacement for Gabby. There's no real replacement for Saliba. And there's definitely no real replacement from Rice. And I'll say it again. You play Rice and Norgard, you can get away with it. You play Rice and Zubamendi, you get away with it. You play Zubamendi and Norgard, you ain't getting away with it. Long term. Simple as that. Simple as that. If Rice goes out for the rest of the season, we're dropping points and we're struggling to win silverware. So Lynch, you're with me, bro. 100. Yeah, Raya can be dangerous and a liability at times. Yeah, he's still a good keeper, Raya. I rate David Raya. He just winds me up. He's a little bit slow getting the ball into play for me. He likes taking too many touches. He likes to play up to the crowd a little bit. Just get the ball. Just get the ball and get it gone. Pass it. Puts his foot on the ball, rolls it back and forwards, piss balls about a bit. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. But I do rate him as a keeper. Gabriel Saliba, Timber, Hincapié scored. Yeah, Hincapié, I was impressed with Hincapié. 4 ex-Chelsea players, Kepa, Madueke, Rice and Havertz. Yeah, exactly. They can have Madueke back tomorrow, my friend. Oh, you're harsh on Madueke. No, I'm just real. I'm sorry. I'm just real. I'm real. As I said, that tells you everything you need to know. A poor Martinelli went to the right. He took off Madueke and put Trossard on the left. Man City or Newcastle? Man City, please. Both Freya Kepa are miles better than the crap Ramsdale. Facts. I wouldn't be too harsh on Ramsdale, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Ramsdale made some very, very important saves in that season we got into the Champions League. Yeah, he had a season there where he was stopping a lot of shots and one-on-one and stuff like that. He weren't that poor, Ramsdale. He just weren't brilliant with his feet, was he? His distribution and stuff. But he had his moments, Ramsdale. I've seen worse keepers than Ramsdale. The Chelsea keeper's worse. He's shocking. Saliba at right wing is better than me. I know, man. Oh, dear. Oh, nice to meet people from the channels of the chat over there. Hey, big up to everyone. Morning, DJB and the lobby. That was interesting. Crew grafted it. However, quality grafted it. Bravo, still in shock. Yeah, Robbie, enjoy, brother. Enjoy it. Everyone's got to enjoy tonight. Big up, DJB. I told you he was going to Wembley. You did, brother. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. I said we'd get the job done. I thought it might have to go through penalties, but I did say we'd get the job done. I didn't say we'd lose. I said it could go to penalties. And it nearly did, to be fair. Yeah, it nearly did. So, do you know what I mean? They only had to score one. One thing I did say is whoever scored first would win. And it did look like that at certain points of the game. If Chelsea had scored, I was sitting there thinking, if Chelsea score here, this could go all the way. Chelsea scum above us in the clock end, mouthing off about our Euro. I know, Darren. I know. I have to put up with that every week, brother. Where I sit, the away fans are below me. But where I was sitting, they was right next to me on the corner. And that's why I enjoyed that goal tonight. Because as I said, you know, if we'd have gone 2-0 up, they'd have exited. They'd have gone home at half time. The fact that they were still there to the end made it even brilliant. Big up Aces, my friend. That's a long trip home for the Chelsea. Yeah, it is. It is. I hope it ain't a long trip home for Wembley, mate. Lynch. As I said, people, we've got to Wembley. Yeah, let's get the league form going now. Let's go and do Sunderland on Saturday. Let's win the North London derby we've got coming up in February. Yeah, we've still got some big games coming up in the league before that final. There's some big matches coming up, you know. Let's take care of things in the league and then let's go to Wembley and win it. Let's go to Wembley and win it. I don't want to go to Wembley and lose. I've seen enough cup finals where we've lost. They're painful. All right? It's the worst place to lose. Don't let it happen. Otherwise, the knives will be out again and it'll all start coming again. Big up, everyone. Big up the Lynch, my friend. Super sticker. Thank you very much indeed. Absolute legend. Big up the Prom again. He gifted 10 memberships and big up the Suge as well for his super chat. Bless, bless, bless every time, people. Big up the Carl Walsh as always. Night, Binks. Yeah, Binks, you get some good sleep, my friend. Lovely to see you, Binks. Make sure you have a good sleep. Big up to you, and it was a pleasure to meet you tonight, my friend. Absolute pleasure. Carl, Dr. Seymour, bro, they're all in tonight. I'm well behind on the chat, guys, because I've been chatting away. It's been a good little chat, actually. As I said, I weren't going to go live. I literally walked through the door, cup of tea, bosh, live, done. Congrats on your 1-0 tonight. Good luck against City in the final. Don't see Newcastle coming back even against the shaky City side. Spence, I don't see it, brother. I don't see it. I don't see it. But listen, football can move in mysterious ways. You know, U2 settings. Honestly, you just never know. You just never know with this crazy game what it does to us fans. That's why I respect all the fans, Liverpool, Man City, because we're all fans, people. And I've been in Chelsea's shoes tonight, and they're not nice shoes to wear. You know, they really ain't. Really uncomfortable. You know, there'd be Chelsea fans now sitting there going, "Why didn't we go for it? They were there for the taking. We could have really gone for it tonight. Arsenal weren't at their best. We've missed this opportunity." It'd be going over and over and over in their heads all night. Miserable, pouring of rain, early February. I've been there. Horrible. Horrible. Liverpool, feel your pain this season. Yeah? I'm glad you got a bit of pain, but I feel it. You know what I mean? It's not been pretty at the moment, is it? But yeah, hopefully we can get the job done at Wembley. Big up to you, my friend. Some of the players looked off, but maybe that was Arteta's instructions to take it easy. Yeah, possibly. Listen, I'm not looking too much into it tonight, the way the players performed. It's just a concern, that's all, because there's players. The reason why I've brought it up tonight is because it's not the first time. I've had concerns over certain players for some weeks now. And now I know that we're in a position to win silverware. I want those players to start stepping up, because I'm frightened if they don't, we could fall short, especially now we're in a final. You play like that in a final at Wembley, it'll swallow you up. Yeah, Martinelli and men like that, you play like that at Wembley in a cup final, it's an evil place. It can swallow you. So that's my concern. DJB, if we win the League Cup and the fans will celebrate like it's the Champions League, he will get a 5-year contract. I know it scares me, my friend. I've touched on it before. That's the downside, isn't it? That's the downside. Give him a year. I get it. And I've said that all along. I don't agree with it, but I get it. You win the Champions League, I get you're going to get given time. You might even get a statue. I don't want it, but I understand it and I'd accept it. Right? However, I think 5 years, that gives the manager 11 years at a football club, I think is too long for any manager. It starts going a little bit stale. We've lost 7 League Cup finals, remember? I do remember. Pain. Don't want to go through that again. DJB, you going to the Wigan game? Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, I'm going to the Wigan game. Yeah, little FA Cup at the Emirates. Do you know what was nice about tonight? There was little kids around me, little girls, little boys with their dads and mums and all of that. Obviously, tickets on the exchange, Carabao Cup. And as when the goal went in, we was all jumping up and down. And this little boy was like grabbed hold of my arm and he was doing that. And I was just thinking, you know what I mean? That's like the future, isn't it? That's the future. You know, that's the youth coming through the system. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure. It was great. I love all that. It's good. It's what football's all about. You know, that's what football should be all about for me. I watched him for the Ecuador. It's techie. Yeah, our defenders attack. Yeah, listen, I've never had a problem under this manager with defence. I think our defence is solid. I think it's a unit. I think Saliba's a brilliant player. I think Saliba's a brilliant player. Gabriel's a brilliant defender. Timber's a brilliant right back. And we're lucky to have them. And I would say that Saliba and Gabby are probably the best in Europe as a pairing. The only one I would like at Arsenal, and I'll tell you now, might cause a few shockwaves amongst the Arsenal community, but I think Van der Ven's a brilliant defender. I think he's a good player. I'd have Van der Ven at Arsenal, 100%. 100%. I know he's Spurs, but I'd have Van der Ven. Can you imagine if you had Van der Ven to come off the bench, or if Gabriel or Saliba got injured, and you had man like Van der Ven? These are the levels I want to get at Arsenal. If you're going to make like-for-like substitutions, then I want quality replaced with quality. I don't want to downsize when you make a sub. So Saka, Madueke is a downgrade to Saka. Even though Saka's playing badly, he's still better than Madueke. Elise would have been an upgrade. You get man like Van der Ven being kept out of the team, and he comes in, you're not really losing much. You know? So that's when I say that's the levels I want to get at. That's not me being negative. It's just me thinking that's what I want. So when someone's injured or someone's coming off the bench, you ain't worrying. That's fine. No problem. Oh, we ain't got Saka for 4 weeks. No problem. We've got to put up with man like Madueke for 4 weeks. Going into crucial premierships, having to get 3 points. I'll never buy into Arteta. No, I'll never buy into him either. As I said, if we get silverware this season, fair enough. If you fail next season and you're turning out dross like you have in previous season, see you later. Don't want him to have 5 years, that's for sure. I fear if we do the cup double, Arteta is getting a contract extension. Suge, don't fear it, bruv. It's going to happen. Someone made a good point the other day in my chat. And they said, what manager would you attract at the football club if you sacked a manager that had won the Premier League and done the treble? And I thought about it and I'm thinking, what a brilliant point. Because if you was a football manager and Arsenal came knocking, you'd think twice, wouldn't you? You'd go, hang on a minute. You've just sacked someone that's done a treble and you want me to rock up and manage your football club? I might only win 1 trophy. So I can understand it. Doesn't make a right, but I you know what I mean? And it just made me think. It just made me think, people. Zubimendi never passes forward. I know he's overrated. I'm sorry, I'm calling it. He's overrated. He'd go in the overrated bracket of players for me. Yeah, you know, you get your underrated players and your overrated players. Zubimendi's overrated for me. Yeah. I'm not saying he's awful. I'm not saying he's sort of, crap. But he's overrated. I don't get the hype. Yeah, he's like that pop singer, isn't he? What everyone raves about. And I sit and I listen to him and I think, what's the hype about? Can't play a guitar, can't play a piano, doesn't write their own music, mimes. What are they getting excited over? Not one winger passed to Gorkarez today. Didn't have much of the ball, to be honest. Big up, Nortski. Does anyone remember the original Nortski and the DJ and the presenter laugh out loud? No, I don't. Why do you think we'll win? I think we'll have a massive chance in the final. Who do you think will win? Listen, I think we'll win this cup. Now we're in the final, I think we'll win it. Now we're in the final, I think we'll win it. Yeah, if everyone's on it, everyone steps up, I think we'll win it. Madueke is the worst in he's in that bracket for me. He's in that bracket for me, brother. City will come after you because their season's fucked. Yeah, I made that point. Because if they're out the Premier race by March, when that final is middle of March, end of March, and they're out the Prem and out the Champions League, they think, right, fuck this, we're going to win this one. Yeah, that's the only thing that worries me. City ain't there yet, though. Yeah, he can leave. Cash in on him. How much is the final tickets? Don't know yet, brother. Don't know yet. Not a clue. They'll strike you up, won't they? It's football. It's modern day football. They don't think about fans. They think about profit. DJB think Bert has made a mistake buying Eze. I just can't see it going to work. I don't think Bert has made the mistake signing Eze. I think Arteta's made the mistake not getting the best out of him. I don't think Eze's a bad player. I just think he's tactically mismanaged. You know, I was surprised Arteta didn't bring on Norgard. No, I was surprised as well. Cheers, DJB. Whether it's City or Newcastle, not sure if being pragmatic will be the answer, especially with Saka and Odegaard probably being the starters. Yeah. Whoever it is, we've got to go for it. Whoever's fit, don't care. It's a Wembley final. You turn up, you do the business. Martinelli, Trossard, Zubimendi, Madueke, Odegaard, not good enough. I think Zubimendi's got a role to play, but not in the six. I'd like to see him more in an attacking position. I think he'd be more effective in an 8. Don't know, try him in the 10 the way we play. Seems to be like an open card at the moment, the 10. You know? I was even thinking of getting my boots with a number 10 on it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, that's how crazy it is. DJB, I think that's because Arteta has never watched Bergkamp, Merson and Rogaza and Henry. Mate, honestly, he knows them, mate. He knows qualities. He's Spanish. Yeah? If you're Spanish, you've seen quality. Trust me. Perfect DJB for Ethan. Yeah, Ethan would have loved it tonight. When he should have been here tonight. Yeah, he should have. Ain't never gonna happen. Has Trossard peaked now? Yep. Listen. I always said that Trossard's an off the bench player. Yeah, but I gave him his flowers because he's been one of our best strikers this season. But since Christmas, gone down. He's gone down with the decorations, hasn't he? Yeah, the Christmas decorations went down, and so has Trossard. Big up the pro, big up to you all the time, my friend. Hesbine and Marsali maybe move for Eze. I don't know. I mean, how much Eze going to put up with all of this? You know what I mean? Gok still scored a few goals, though, hasn't he now? Yeah, yes. Listen, Gok will score goals, but I don't think he's going to be the most prolific goal scorer that we've ever had. Nobody passes or crosses to Gorkrez. Gorkrez is a forward who needs service. Haaland goes missing when he doesn't get service. Listen, I know he needs service, but sometimes you've got to create your own luck. You know, he will score goals. I'll give him that. He will score goals. As I said, I'm just sitting on the fence. I'm going to judge him at the end of the season. I think he goes round. It's business. Oh, what, in the cup final, Lynch? Right, yeah. Do you know what? I think he might go with David Raya. I think he might do, to be honest. Yeah, Eze does need to try somehow. It'd be great when he gets the op. It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one for Eze. DJB, you forgot Drogba only scored 7 league goals in his first season at Chelsea. Yeah, but didn't he turned out to be a right beast, didn't he? DJB, nobody passes, crosses to Gorkrez. Yeah, I know, but I don't want Newcastle in the final. I really don't. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. I think he goes right. Definitely. Big up the Prime. Gifted them 10 memberships. Thank you very much. DJ, did you think it was a pen on Martinelli? Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he just played the ball first. And I think Martinelli's momentum carried him forward, but I think he played the ball first. From where I was seeing, I think he just got the ball first. Yeah. And I'm, as I said, I'm honest. I'm not being biased or nothing like that. Prime is a legend, 100%. He'll start to believe a little bit. Oh yeah, we've got to win that at Wembley. We have to win at Wembley. Prime reaffirming legendary status as always. Let's catch up with the chat, people. Chelsea was so scared and conceding. They were really disappointing. Madueke nowhere near Arsenal standard. Nowhere near. Facts, got to stop playing with our food in the league. With our force in the league, food in the league, and put it to bed. Yeah, 100%. We got to put that league to bed. Can't mess around with it, Dan. Can't mess around with it, man, friend. DJB, could the subs have been in the rotation for the weekend? I thought Nene wasn't that bad. He's not good, Prime, to be honest, man. When you see him live and I see him on the touchline where I sit, he's not good, man. He's not good. He's not good. He has little fleets, little moments, but you need to be consistent for 90 minutes, and he's not, to be honest. How we play bottom line is we win trophies. Yeah, got to win trophies. It wasn't football. It was mental, physical standoff relief. Was on par with getting over the line against Orient 78, ironically, Stamford Bridge. Yeah, remember that. Remember that well. Yeah, too many players not Arsenal standard. Not at the moment, but there'll be legends if they win the treble or the double. Still got to win it. Please, Arteta. Come on, you Gunners. Absolutely. Accidentally swiped into Stricto's stream. Title was the biggest final in recent history. We have not been in a final in recent history, you twat. Exactly, Suj. I just don't fucking listen to him, Suj. I can't listen to him. I really can't. Big up to you, Suj. Big up. Still got to win it, please, Arteta. Got to win it. It's no good getting there and losing it. Bergkamp Henry would be shit under Arteta. They wouldn't play under him, my friend. They wouldn't play under him. Norgard is living every fan's dream. Do you know what, Lynch? He's loving it, isn't he? He's absolutely loving it. Norgard could come out with a Premier League medal, a Carabao Cup medal, and possibly an FA Cup medal. Right? And hardly kicked a ball. Unbelievable. If Rice gets in, oh, mate, I can't have Rice out. I can't have Rice out. Martinelli is transfer market opportunity in Saudi. I don't care where he goes as long as we get good money for him. Lee Gunner called puts Zubimendi all along. He's shocking defensively or having it. Yeah, he was right. He was right. I'm watching it for myself now. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but from what I see, defensively, he's awful. I don't know why the manager don't see it. Gorkarez isn't the problem. Arteta can coach the attack. Arteta's never been able to coach an attack. He can coach defensively as a unit. He can't coach attacks. Uber's not the problem either. No. If Gorkarez had Bergkamp Perez service him, he'd be banging them in. Yeah, he would. He would. Technically, he's not good though. Technically, he's not gifted. To his credit, DJB, no one in attack is firing on cylinders. Unfair slander. Gorka's system and direction. Yeah, listen, Doc. Listen, I've been saying this, and I just want to put it right. I still back Gorkarez. I still want Gorkarez starting in this 11 because I don't want to revert back to Havertz and Jesus and what we had in previous seasons. I want Gorkarez to start, right? And I understand the tactics don't suit Gorkarez. And I said it in the summer. I said it on the roundabout. I've said it on many, many streams. If the manager don't change his tactics to suit Gorkarez, Gorkarez will look bang average. They're the words I said on the roundabout months ago. I've said it on other streams. To get the best out of Gorkarez, we need to play to his strengths. If we don't do that, he will look bang average. And at the moment, we're not playing to his strengths, and he's looking bang average. And that is all it is. I don't want him dropped. No way. No way. And I'm backing him. I just want to see more. I just want to see more. I want him to be a little bit harder. I want him to be a bit more ruthless. I want him to poke two fingers up at Arteta and go, sorry, I'm not fucking playing like that. This is what I'm about. This is why you bought me. You know, get in there. That's what I want. But, you know, hopefully we'll see it, my friend. Hopefully we'll see it. Big up to you, though, my friend. Big up. I still have faith in Gork. Yeah, I do. Listen. Backing him 100. Backing him 100. I'll just judge him at the end of the season. Kenny don't rate him. Ken just doesn't rate him at all. Doesn't rate him at all. And I get that. I get why people don't rate him. Yeah? I get why people don't rate him. I don't want it to be a cop-out that it's solely the system, because sometimes you have to find a way as a player. You know? You can't be sitting there spitting your dummy out the pram just because you're not getting the ball. You know, that's what we do in playgrounds when we're at school. Yeah? Sometimes you just got to go and find your own way. So there's a little bit of both for me. But I've always said that I want Gorkarez starting. And I've always said that if you don't play to if you don't change your tactics, he will look bang average. And Arteta's good at making players look bang average. Let's be honest. Eze, prime example. Martinelli, fallen off of a cliff. Prime example. Eddie Nketiah. Ethan Nwaneri. Reece Nelson. Killed them all. Emil Smith-Rowe. Killed them all. So, but yeah, it's a positive night. It's Wembley. Saka and Odegaard purposely won't pass to Gorkarez. What can he do? Well, this is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. This is the major problem. How do we get the best out of Gorkarez? I personally think if you've got, see, Lacazette is another one. Yeah, ruined him. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I've said all this. I've said, if it was me, Gorkarez likes a midfield player that runs with the ball and opens the game up. Yeah? And we haven't got that. Zubimendi should be chipping in as well, because remember, Zubimendi's meant to be this line breaker. He's meant to open up games. Yeah? That's what we were told. He's this line breaker. He's the one that can open up games. He's the one that can pick a pass. Zubimendi. Well, Zubimendi's had countless occasions where he could have played Gorkarez in down the middle, and he hasn't done it. He's checked back and gone sideways. So as much as what you say about Saka and Odegaard, you've also got to say the same about Zubimendi. He doesn't get off lightly with it as well. So it's all wrong for Gorkarez at the moment. And I'm not blaming Gorkarez, but if it ain't going right, he's got to man up and make it go right sometimes, you know? This is the thing. This is the thing. But at the end of the day, we all know that Havertz is the manager's blue-eyed boy. Yeah, teacher's pet. Call it what you like. And it doesn't matter what Gyökeres does. He's going to put Havertz in this team. As soon as Havertz is up to match fitness, proper match fitness, he's starting. He's starting. So whatever we say, people, we know what's happening. Good night, DJB. Good night, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Do you know what? I didn't realise the time. I've been going for an hour and 50 minutes. I was only going to make this a quick one. It's you guys. It's you guys. Are you keeping me up all night? What are you doing? Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Gyökeres is Berta signing. That's why you didn't like him. Yeah, there's a bit of that to it, Guna. There's a bit of that to it. He wanted Šeško, didn't he? Suits the way he plays. So we'll see. But listen, I'm going to draw it to a close. Arsenal are going to a cup final. We are going to Wembley. We're also in a good position in the league. Please, Mikel Arteta, don't F it up from here. Because if you do, there is no coming back. You wouldn't even get on pitch side as a reporter. Don't mess it up. That's all I'm saying. Yeah? And key players in this football team, step up to the plate. This is your moment. Come on. Big up to everyone in. Thank you very much. Can you please smash a like on the channel? If you haven't subbed, sub to the channel as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. Every single one of you. Thank you, Suge, for your super chat. Absolute legend, my friend. Prome Ice Gaming gifted 10 memberships. Thank you very much, my friend. Lynch Super Sticker. Thank you very much, my friend. Everyone that's contributed. The Docs, Seymour, absolute legend. Melbourne, Gooner ER. We've had Binks in. Harry Gunner's been in. David C1. Absolute. Nicholas has been in. You know who you are, people. We've had everyone in. Joseph Connor Golden, Lynch as well, Darren Sullivan. Yeah. Saba. What can I say? Absolute legends, every single one of you. Robbie as well. Robbie, don't see Eze receiving many passes, just filled the spaces he was allocated. Check his demeanour post-match. Yeah. Yeah, he's just a gap filler, isn't he? Just a gap filler. Shame, bro. Shame. Thanks for the show. Always a pleasure, my friend. Lynch, 100. Big up to you, my friend. Big up David C1 as well. Big up to every single one of you. Come on, Gyökeres. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. Let's keep it going. 3 points on Saturday. The semi-final is done and dusted. It's a distant memory. Goes down in our history. Always look forward. Always look forward as an Arsenal fan, people. Keep going forward. Never forget your past. Yeah, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, you Gunners. Bless to everyone. And I will see you tonight on the Mingle. Me, Normski, and the Southern Gooner. 9:45. Be there or be square. You know it makes sense. Bless, people. Speak to you all soon. Take care.